everybody. You can't see us just yet, but we're here. We're going to kick off an inaugural podcast. Sorry, I get out. This is because I'm a Fury, and I, on a rare occasion, have someone here with me. So, let's get to this. And we're here. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fury, joined by Ray, HoundFox, Vasquez, and this is something we call the South District Podcast. We are both South District natives of South District, Jersey City, the Forgotten District, the Crime District by Design District, Crime by Design. Meaning, like, it's always been crime here, but
not as bad as now.
Yeah, because they pushing it all out. You see, they precious East Downtown District, where all the yuppies at. Guess what? They trying to push everything out. If you even see a homeless man on your porch, you can call and they have them moved off and have me come in my ambulance and take them to the hospital for a couple hours. Whereas here, let me do that. Let me be a native of South District. They not coming. But anyway, we're going to talk about a lot more than South District shit here on this podcast. We're going to talk more than that and stuff. And this is a brainchild that came from Hound here. He wanted to get together and do the podcast because I felt for a long time, I was doing this by myself because I'm not one of those people to be online really doing that much tap dancing for endorsements and things of that nature or trying to fit into a demographic. There's people out here who make content that I agree with some of it, and then a lot of it, they lose me on that one. So, I'm me, and he's him, and we just two dudes from South District. Anyway, since this is your brainchild, how you want to kick it off, man?
What do you think about the whole Pearl situation?
See, thank you for saying that. You see, this whole thing, this whole Just Pearly thing situation really has this whole, it has other black people questioning your...
being bombarded,
bro. It has black content creators questioning other black content creators pro-blackness, and I'm like, I see it like this. Pearl says nothing that I haven't heard before. We got people like Roma Army and many other women who have been advocates for men's rights and treating men fairly and kindly. See, Pearl got this whole wife school thing. Nobody has a problem with Pearl because they had no problem with Pearl vocally until they found a chink in her armor. She grew pretty fast. This woman paid Kevin Samuels, you know that, to basically do the time with him so he can give her some structure on how things to go. I remember watching a clip of his live stream and she was on it before anybody even knew who she was.
Wow.
She was talking there, just sitting there on camera to camera and stuff, and being respectful, asking pertinent questions.
She's taking
notes. And then she consulted him even more privately, and she openly talks about it.
I mean, she did her homework. She did her
homework. She has a business background family. But my thing is, I know what she's about. She don't move me like, oh my God, she is my newbie and queen, because she's not.
I mean, she's a top athlete. She's accomplished.
Yeah, she's done some things, but as for making the YouTube content, it's the people who are around her who got more world experience. People forget this girl's 26 years old. You think me at 44, going on 45, you really think I take her word as the gospel? You know how many women I have met who've actually talked a good game and sounded like they had our intentions best at hand, and then once they got more confident, they got more money, they got more endorsements, they got whatever, they switched up and showed you who they truly were? When the moment, see, that's the thing you gotta watch out for.
Talking about the bait and switch?
Yes, the bait and switch is not just a relationship centric thing.
Nah.
So people are waiting for her to do that, and they think this interview that she did with Nick Fuentes, is her bait and switch.
I mean,
she
apologized about it.
Yeah, but
he owned up to it.
His stance is he's a known white supremacist, nationalist, whatever. I watched Obsidian, Mumia Obsidian Lee. I watched him break down nearly that entire interview. Nick Fuentes don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's ill-informed. He's one of those white folks who are ill-informed about everything.
Where's he from?
Somewhere in the Midwest, maybe like Chicago or somewhere. I'm not absolutely Chicago.
Wow.
The suburbs of Chicago.
Ah, okay, the suburbs.
Yeah, so he don't know anything, and she knows even less. And she went into this whole thing like not knowing anything. So people are like, why didn't she push back? She didn't push back because she didn't, because she agreed with it. She don't know shit.
She probably didn't know.
And that's
it's an honest mistake.
But that's and she apologized to that. But my thing is, you gotta, now that you did it, that's how I feel like. Stupid. Now you know not to do no dumb shit like that no more. But as for me advocating for her coming to a defense, I don't need to. But my problem I had with it, and when you call out your fellow people, they always want to test your blackness. And this is the thing that right now you got people who are super pro-black critiquing this whole thing, and they're like, oh well, see, now all the people who's accepted her apology, they tap dancing, they being coons for her, this white woman and stuff like that. And I'm like,
why? I mean, what's right is right.
Exactly. Imagine if it was just Keisha things. She was a sister, and she interviewed Nick Fuentes. Let me ask you something. Would you pro-black dudes, would y'all have the same smoke y'all have for this white chick? And see, when I say this, I'm not defending her. I'm asking a valid question. Growing up as a black man, coming from America, I'm asking this question. I'm looking right at the camera. Would you have smoke for Pearl if Pearl was a black girl? Because Dr. Umar Johnson, you don't have no smoke.
Yeah, but Charlamagne did something similar when he walked around with this the Caucasian Tommy, whatever
Tommy Lauren.
Yeah,
she was on Daily Show. She did the press junket. She did the Daily Show that week. She did Breakfast Club.
When Charlamagne walked around
because he called her donkey, and that got under her skin.
Yeah, and then he was getting called out for that. He was getting
people,
was like, he was cooning.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like it's a topic. You got the pro-blacks that call you coons, and then you got the people who are getting called coons, calling the pro-blacks hypocrites and coons too. Let me tell you what I think about Umar. I think Umar on the down low got infatuation with the Snow Bunny. He, every time there's an opportunity, I don't give a fuck. I die on this goddamn hill. Every time there's an opportunity to scold a black famous man for dating a white woman, he's sitting in the wings like Batman just to jump down off of the fucking gargoyle on the top of Gotham Cathedral. But you will not call out the women around here in the hood smirking, shaking their asses, got the whole street smelling like seafood, and ain't even the first of the month. You ain't calling them out for being bad mothers. You just a pro-black panda bear, bro. And because I can criticize you and any other black person, or I got a lot of things to say about my own women because they are my own women, I care for them. Who you think I want to predominantly date? But a lot of them don't like to get their shit together.
I mean, I think that's the vast majority of women in general.
I know it is, but I care about my women because.
But I understand it, because
that's my women. That's my
you see your, I feel the same way because like you see your people, so it's like you have to go harder. With
it ain't going harder because
they have to set the standards.
Yes,
they are the standard, so that's why that's why I say it like that. You know what I mean?
I don't go hard because
it's not because you're doing it
out of
maliciously.
Hate.
Yeah, you're doing it because you see yourself as the standard. And I mean to a degree, yeah. I mean, shit. Black people have invented dozens of things, and because of the patent office, they're not giving no credit.
None at all.
A lot of it.
None of it.
I mean,
none of it.
Look at all the the movies that come out as slaves and stuff, but you don't have any of the movies coming out where they actually fought back.
Oh, they weren't like that.
Psychological thing. Psychological thing.
I think the only movie that really did that was 12 Years.
Was it, or was it the other one?
The one with Nate Parker.
No.
The Nate Parker movie did Birth of a Nation.
Was it Birth of a Nation?
I believe so.
Okay. Where he played, what was that character that he played?
He played should know the show.
Yeah, it was,
I should know it. I'm so fucked up.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
But my thing is that 12 Years a Slave. But that's the standard fare for black movies. You know, they don't like to see us doing anything like that movie. When they did the Best Man, the sequel after all these years, it was just a black movie. It was just a movie that happened to have a lot of black people. They had one Cuban dude in there, Eddie Cibrian. You know, Nia Long's character dated Eddie Cibrian, the guy that used to be on Third Watch and shit. Yeah. So, yeah, remember what she got into? See, everybody was mad at Ume Udoka from the Celtics. You want to know why? And you know what I didn't like?
The ball.
No. You know what I didn't like about that whole situation?
How do you do that?
No. You know what I didn't like about that situation? Is that, I was calling him out, but she was cold. That whoever that Becky was cold. Facilitate. She was cold down with it too. She was having an affair. She was a married woman too.
Oh yeah.
But they only gonna get on Ume Udoka. They only get on black men for that stuff. And then when you got people like you, Umar,
but that's
who always want to criticize you. You did it with Jonathan Majors.
Attack,
you did it with Jonathan Majors, and you're supposed to be for the black community, but you are just as complicit as being a hit dog when it comes to IR dating. You want pro-black this. Why are you not marrying one of these black queens? I'm like, nigga, why aren't you calling them out for what they are? And this isn't, like I said, this isn't hate. Because if I didn't have any love for my black women, I was like, you know what? Y'all can go fuck off. I'm going to go date elsewhere. I'm not doing that. Okay? I'm not doing that. So you want the best.
Remember what I said?
What's that?
You remember what I said?
Oh, okay.
Passport boys.
No, I don't see that option.
Fuck that.
Case in point, I get a lot of stares.
You're not getting.
I get a lot of.
Younger,
I know that,
bro.
but I get a lot of stares and I get a lot of love from women from the Philippines. But guess what? They got more single mothers than we have over here, bro.
You gotta go where you are celebrated and not tolerated.
I don't know, man. I really don't see it.
You gotta go where you're celebrated, not tolerated.
What was the song that Eazy-E and NWA did? My friend George, who's a Filipino, he said the song. What's the song when it comes to women? A bitch is a bitch. I'm sorry. A bitch is a bitch. So I don't see women. Female nature is always going to be female nature to me. You want to go to where you get what woman has less. Let's say this is the toxicity and the femininity. You need it to go like this. It ain't gonna never just be completely one way.
Nah,
you need it to be. You need it to be the femininity and the submissive. And when we say submissive, we not talking about do as I say, bitch. We're not saying that. That's not the submission. We talking about when you submissive. You know when. You know when to play your role, and I know when to play my role.
Right.
It ain't about see black women always. This is what I was telling you about the matriarchal society that I grew up in. They
break it down.
They want you to do as they say. Black men, they got this man. You can't have standards.
Masculine and aggressive.
You can't have standards. Yeah, they complain about black men don't know how to be emotionally intelligent. Like did you ever hear that therapist in Cleveland, Ohio, wherever she's from, Shabri Rolls, that lost her job because she is a therapist, and she was making TikTok videos talking about black men, you're not emotionally intelligent enough, you need to do this, blah blah blah, go to therapy. And meanwhile, she in the TikTok videos with poom shorts on, and just very loose stuff. And when she's hanging down towards the camera, her titties are like right here, bro. They were udders.
Oh,
she had flapjacks, son.
Oh, the pancakes.
Yes, and you talking all this stuff about us not being emotionally intelligent, right? So, these are the type of women we got here. So even the ones who got PhDs. And they got all these other roles. They like Pookie dick. Let's talk about it. They like Pookie dick.
It's the bottom of the barrel.
I mean, come on. Why do you think Future had knocked up Ciara? A woman from a well-to-do family in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Why do you think she knocked him up?
She's the basic, that's the basic mind frame.
But this is the problem I was telling you about. A lot of women and
then,
people in general who come from the suburbs, they love idolizing life that they think is that street life. They like being around that because it's new to them. It looks exciting when they see it in rap videos. Like, what's that dude? He problematic as hell. He's a character.
Who?
Fucking Charleston White, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, I love Charleston.
But
White.
you don't
He's funny as shit.
Yeah, but he don't make jokes. But he's very smart.
As fuck.
But you don't make a character like that talking about you put crack in women, white women cities had their way with them. That's not funny.
Yo,
you 45. You be the same. We around the same age, bro.
Controversy sells, bro.
No, that's not cool because now they're gonna be looking into your ass. Because you did the card, you said the card you sent.
Yeah, but remember he wasn't a saint. He wasn't the saint that.
This was a man who grew up in a well-to-do family.
60.
No, he wasn't. That's a character.
He was lying?
No, he was lying. He was a man who grew up in a well-to-do family, and he idolized that type of behavior from his family who actually lived that life.
I thought he was really enrolled in 60.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He talked about it. I actually watched the live stream yesterday from MCR, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, where they had to interview. He showed the footage where people interviewed Charleston White. This is a character. But this is your role model? This is what people like? Like, he had to finally come out and actually be like, yo, it's a character I'm playing.
Wow.
It's a character I'm playing and stuff. And then...
Man, you dropped a bomb for that.
Just like text work, this is what happened. He emulated a lot of these guys, caught a real murder charge.
That's what he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He caught a real murder charge, and then he used his character that he created to go against. Every time you see these rappers out here doing dumb shit, this is why he talks shit on them. That's him projecting because of his past guilt.
Because I think, didn't Soulja Boy run up on him? Soulja Boy
I don't know who ran
took
up
a
on
taser or something like that?
Yeah, but that's his character that he plays. He said he wanted to be like Dolomite. That's this dude from Black Exploitation Day, Rudy Ray Moore. He wanted to be like him, to create a character in that type of vein. So yeah, this is basically what he's all about.
Wow.
So, but you don't make stuff like that. But nobody call out Charleston White about anything. Like some people do.
I don't know, man. I
Abba
don't think nobody
man.
wants to smoke with him. Cause he out here really ratting on people.
I know.
Hello.
Yep, I know that. Cause he knows.
And let's face it,
I mean, how
no gang wants to go up against the biggest gang on the world, which Boys in Blue.
How you think T.I. dodged doing all the jail time for them guns? He snitched on a lot of niggas, bro.
I don't know nothing.
He snitched on a lot of niggas, bro.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, but like I was saying,
I don't know nothing.
The whole thing is, yeah, man. I just don't like the fact that I get as a dude, especially as a black man, I get shitted on by my own women. I love because they don't like taking criticism. They don't like taking accountability.
I mean,
now I know accountability in woman is an issue. They like oil and water.
Yeah. But
it takes the cake. It takes the cake here. Where the browner the skin get, the drier the brownie is, bro.
That's why you got the passport boys. Man.
I know, but I don't see that as a viable option. You know why? Because a lot of these women from around the world are looking at these women's dysfunction and they emulating it. You think I'm gonna go to Brazil or I want to go to the Philippines and see a girl rocking cornrows in her hair, trying to look attractive enough to entice a black man? I can get that right here from my own women.
Yeah, but look at all the shit you gotta go through.
And this is another thing they were saying about passport bros. Oh, y'all going over there to meet third world women who got dirty feet. I was like, you understand the Philippines, a lot of these women own businesses, run stores, like convenience stores and those.
And that's not
stuff.
just them. That's literally third world places.
Yeah. I'm like,
I mean, shit. My mom's didn't get her first pair of sneakers till she was in her teens.
Yeah, but they saying the stuff to make us they shitting on these women. Now these women starting to return fire. Filipino women are online clapping back. Like, you're not gonna disrespect
But
us
these,
like
but
that.
these are the, but you know, the third world women, or just the women in general that are not in the United States, they're winning. Because they're doing the shit that the women in the United States are not doing.
I know, and that's sad. This dude put out a video that's on IG the other day.
I'm with it.
You got 5,000 ways to catch a man cheating, but you don't even know 5 how to keep him.
That's why they winning. Cause they cleaning. You know, they suck you dry, all right. And I'm not talking about mentally.
I don't know about that.
Hey man, you know, I'm just telling you what I heard. You know,
maybe because I dated Americanized, but
yeah,
I don't know. You know? It's just, and I don't want it to be that way, but I'm sitting here and I'm actually trying to think of a crazy it's only one toxic person I think I've dated that wasn't black, and that was Abigail. She was a year older than me.
That wasn't toxic?
That was toxic. Well, no, I'm sorry. The Dominican girl was. You know that better than anybody, how some of them can be.
Yeah, that's why I'm dating him.
He's Dominican, just ladies and gentlemen. And this is him saying that, not me.
And I've never dated a Dominican woman.
Word.
Yeah.
I can tell you that if this was the amount of fingers on my hand that represented the percentage of black women I dated, this is how many. Look at that. That's like 90%. I think
I've dated less than that.
I've dated 2 Filipinas, 1 Japanese girl, and and a Dominican girl. Yeah. So yeah. The thing is, this is why I care the way I do about my own women.
Shit, if I had your luck and I only dated 1 that was just toxic, I'd probably be married by now.
No, that Dominican girl was toxic.
Yeah, that's why.
She was toxic. I was like, how you the same age as me and you still want? This is what she literally told me, bro.
That's why you just.
This is what she literally told me. She told me.
I've been telling you this for years. Just fucking leave.
She told me, talk to me.
Blueprint.
She wanted me when she dated me. She thought she wanted that Pookie, that Pookie nigga. That's what she wanted.
Oh, yeah, those are the worst. That's not even
rough me up. Say something. Call me bitch or something.
That's not.
I kid you not.
That's not even a red flag. That's just a big ass flag with a neon sign saying, "After you get your nut, motherfucker, leave."
Yeah.
Or die.
I mean, I got a couple of nuts. But
and
still.
then just leave.
Oh yeah, and just find out, yo, she was. You know what she said to me? You talked all this stuff that you wanted me to treat you like that and be like a stereotypical Negro, the stereotype nigga she wanted me to be. But when we was intimate, she said, "Oh no, your pingo too big." So you want me to be there and give you the you want me to give you the nigga experience, but you can't take this dick.
Sounds like the bait and switch. Sounds like the bait and switch.
I couldn't do it from the back without it. It's just her accent. It's just pain. It's just pain.
Yeah, you just replace it, bro. And thank God that you ain't had no kids.
How you this toxic and you can't take dick? I mean, come on. Like, come on. Come on. Seriously.
Thank God I ain't been through that much frustration. I mean, I've been through frustration, but not like that. That's frustration.
Make me think of the sister I used to date that was a funeral. She was a mortician and stuff.
You told me about that.
Yeah, at least when you knew she was coming, because she every time she comes, she just queefed, which was awesome. But that was a black woman. Gave me the best pum pum I've had in my life.
Don't say it on camera.
Fuck that shit, man. And you think I want to run from that?
I mean, depending on toxicity.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Your mental health is.
But it ain't. Now I'm older. That don't govern me. That's where I'm going with this. It don't govern me. Like, oh my God. Even though I know I've had the best intimate experiences I've had with my own women, it still don't govern me. I'm older now. My testosterone's still at a good level though, but still, I'm thinking with this one more than that one. And I don't want to be putting up with the bullshit. I don't care if you're from West Bumblefuck. I don't care where you're from.
Yeah, you know, mental health is so, you know, I think it's like, I think men deal with mental health so much that, you know, and it just goes so unnoticed because we don't.
It does.
You got to be careful, man, who you talk to, because it's like one of the most vulnerable moments that a man can ever go through.
And they use it against you.
And that's why it's like, to be honest, and I'm not even supposed to say this. I shouldn't even say this.
Say it, man.
But if there were ever a weapon to kill a dude, it'd be that. To use his mental health. That's why
that's what women have done.
That's why the suicide rate for men versus women is higher for men.
First off, we ain't cowards. If we got a plan, we gonna go through with it. See, women are fucking cowards. Let me tell you this. This is why they will not check other women. When women are fucking, they know they are cowards. They run their mouth a good deal, but that's what they good at, running their mouth. A lot of them are cowards. They not ready to call out the shit that needs to be called out.
I don't know.
And we go through a lot of stuff. See, what the women they coddled. They coddled.
Remember the post I told you I posted? That the last thing on a woman's mind is a man's mental health.
They don't give a fuck about it. A lot of them feel like we don't care.
I got so many DMs because of that. I just did that. I was going to sleep. I was half asleep. Just finished playing.
Give me an example. What did you get? What were they saying to you?
I mean, shit. One chick thought that I was talking about her. I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with you.
Oh my god, that brings up.
I'm not even dating you. Like
that brings up the story. This girl,
like months.
This Puerto Rican chick, that's the cousin of my old classmate. She got mad at me, unfriended me, because I said so many things. I don't know. I didn't know Irma from a can of paint, like how she really got down. But I've said so many things that, like, that really referenced her.
Yeah.
Her, you know, it struck a nerve her because she's not right.
I think it's subconsciously she
is everything that I said, and I didn't know that.
And then she was like,
but I didn't know that.
What? And then it triggered her.
She
had
triggered.
To respond.
I got triggered.
She had to respond.
Oh, you just
because she wanted to clear her mind.
You're just a bitter man. I'm like, oh, I'm starting to notice a pattern that you really only come at me when I put stuff like that. You're just bitter. I'm like, no, you. I found out you the same bitch that cheated on your boyfriend. You went out, sucked another nigga's dick, came home, kissed him in the mouth, and you bragged about it because he didn't know no better.
Wow. And that's and a lot of like women get away with cheating a lot.
They cheat. I don't give a damn what they say.
They cheat.
The projection that men cheat a lot.
Nuts.
The projection that women project that we cheat a lot. Only reinforces my mindset that women cheat even more.
Well, yeah, because men lie.
We don't project.
If men lie, we lie at the moment. Women lie way before that, and they have everything already lined up.
Erica, anybody? Without saying their last name, Erica, anybody? Yes, take a sip. This is between us. We've been friends for quite some time. Erica, anybody?
I don't know, man. But I was like 19 at that time, so I was, I wasn't as, I didn't have the experience I have.
She openly talked about how easy it's for her to lie.
Yeah. I didn't peep it because I'm like, that's not my problem. That's not my
shit.
business.
She lied to her husband at the time that I tried something with. But you, meanwhile, you going out getting drunk with other people, probably fucking other dudes.
And a lot of the women.
And you want to take that. This is what they do. They put that, and she know how he is. She know how insecure he is. She put that on him to take all the attention away from herself being no fucking good. And he fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Yo, she ain't worked for a whole 3 years, bro. Damn near 3 years.
Why? Because she know he wanted those.
He was killing himself.
He wanted those West Indian. She played.
He was killing himself, bro.
She pulled on his manhood hard.
He was killing himself. 2 jobs, bro. come home,
And
take
then
a shit,
guess what?
a
And
nap, and go right back.
And then guess what? You turned around, and the moment you turned around and got that motherfucker smoking, and the moment he crashed the machine by accident, he lost his job because that was in his system.
He lost that job.
And then guess what? You did nothing.
At all.
Nothing.
When it was time for you to step up,
nothing.
Everything went to shit.
And you think I'm gonna get married with women like this out in the world? You think
it's such a huge burden.
You think me keeping my mouth shut about it gonna make it go away? No. More women need to hear this. A lot of you are scumbags. You know that.
It's not worth it for men. Financially, it's just not. It's such a huge risk.
See, and there's
alimony.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting here thinking we all equal. What happened to equality?
It's only equality when it's convenient. Meaning, like, they want what you want, but they want what you got. Oh man, we want to do man jobs. We would make man money, but they don't want them responsibility. So it's selective. We got selective feminism and we got selective equality.
I've yet to see.
Oh, here, hey bitch, my pinky hurt. Can you open this jar of mayonnaise for me?
Shit, I have yet to see a female hanging from the back of a garbage truck picking up garbage.
Oh, I seen it right there. She couldn't lift shit. She left my garbage behind because she couldn't lift it.
Well, I have yet to see.
I seen it here on Wegman like a couple months ago. I was like, this bitch.
I have yet to see.
There's a gender wage gap. There's a gender wage gap. Y'all don't. It's been statistically proven y'all don't work as much overtime as we do. That's why y'all make less. Y'all make the same amount hour. The same, like, if I came in entry level in environmental services the same day as homegirl will make the same amount as me. But homegirl ain't willing to, how can we say, do overtime, number one. Number two, she also, if she has a child who's working more. I don't have a child, so I can go to work regularly. She's out on maternity leave before and after she had a baby.
Yep.
That's less hours worked, and you complaining because you want a job to pick up the bill for that. The job doesn't revolve around you cocking your legs up to conceive a baby.
And I mean, at the end of it, women are the ones who make the final choice.
Exactly.
We have no say in it.
That's right. So if you don't want to have the responsibilities, or you complaining about this whole overturn of Roe v. Wade, which I'm going to say, y'all want to be baby deleters, because we can't say the A word.
Really?
Yeah. They get mad when you say the A word a lot on YouTube.
What?
Yeah, so if you want to be baby deleters all the time, but you don't want to go through the trouble of being a baby deleter, maybe since you are the gatekeepers of sex, maybe, just
yes,
maybe, like, yo,
yes,
we ain't going no further until you get you a rubber. And I don't want to have any kids. But y'all like it raw. You see, Obsidian one day was playing. He kept playing Shimmy Shimmy Y'all on the live stream, talking about this. I was dying because it's true. Oh baby, I like it raw.
Nah, man.
Yeah, they do.
They do. But
and you heard about the internet pookie, right?
No.
This dude got 7 kids that he didn't want, and all the women, he said basically never asked for a condom. One, which is still on his part.
Yeah, it's on his part.
He's still on his part. You should have a condom, bro.
Yes.
But when he said, I don't want to take care of the kids, but I will pay for the abortion, they said no. So they, both of them, he fucked up for not using a condom.
Yes.
That goes without saying.
Yes.
He's fucked up for not even initiating it, but
he created the problem. Women had the opportunity to...
They both create the problem, bro.
I mean, yeah, because women, they should have been like, yo.
You see how easy it is for these sisters to just cock their legs open and have a baby by a dude who says outright he's not going to take care of the kid. He doesn't want the kid.
Delete it.
You know what? You know why they won't delete it, right?
Money.
Child support.
What's that?
And the government ain't gonna tell them, bitch,
the gift
maybe
that
you
keeps
should get.
on giving.
And child support ain't gonna tell them, like, maybe you should just keep your legs closed and get some contraception. You know why? Because let's say
it's all part of the system.
Let's say $400 came out of my check. So let's say $400 came out of my check if I had to care for child support. The government sees a good percent of that.
Yes.
That's why they're not going to do it.
It's like the prison system. Everything. If it doesn't
They
generate
using-
money, then it doesn't.
They're using but this is why they're using.
It has to make money.
Yes.
It has to make money. America is a gigantic industrial
Capitalistic.
monster.
It's a capitalistic
It's
country.
a monster.
The epitome of capitalism.
That's why when they said, like, not to go off topic, but
Mhm.
when they were talking about like 9/11 and the towers, and it cost this amount of money, and they did this, that, and the third, and the towers this, I was like, it's an industrial empire. America literally, like, it farts trillions of dollars. If America was an old man,
It'd be
there you go.
dust.
They go one building. Like that's nothing. America could have had, look, 9/11, towers go down. 2 years later, they could have had the towers right back up. And the only reason why I would have took that was just because the construction. But it would have had nothing to do with money. At all. At all. That's a blank check. Look at Ukraine. Look how fast they they give out that money. Boom, here.
Reparations. I don't know.
Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found.
Cut the check. Cut the check. And not everybody is that they don't want to tell you.
You're talking about a nation that prints its own money.
But that is
makes
true.
it.
But the whole thing with the whole thing about how they hesitate on reparations, not everybody is qualified for it.
That's their own fault. That's almost like
meaning like there's black
almost,
people. Let's say for example, you came over here from Uganda. You don't qualify for it. You got your family's from Jamaica. You don't qualify for it. My great grandfather is Native American. My great grandmother's black.
Look that up.
I qualify for it.
Oh, nice. You about to be rich.
More than that, no, they ain't gonna give it to it. But I'm just saying, I have more of a chance than not everybody is FBA, fundamental, foundational Black American. Not everybody is. But this is the webs that this is the web that a lot of these fucking people like to spend online to deter you from it. And even the NAACP
that ain't gonna get passed unless
even,
they can gain something.
Even the NAACP is we got fucking coons in the NAACP saying, yeah, you know, it needs to be more put into education. I'm like, who's going to actually make sure that education is being put to good use? We ain't got enough teachers. Y'all don't pay teachers enough.
They don't pay teachers at all. Really,
we got young black dudes out here reading below level.
You have one teacher that quit and went to Walmart.
Yep.
Like she makes, I think it was he or she. It's like I make like $10,000 more than what I was making teaching, and I don't have to come out of pocket for anything.
I got propositioned by a substitute teacher, to she wanted to give me the brain for some money on the side because it ain't enough money going for school to take care of what she needs to take care of. So after I paid the bitch, now I'm just joking.
Oh, good.
That's something that patient care techs would do in hospitals. We all know most patient care techs are thoughts anyway, especially in hospitals and black neighborhoods. Most of the patient care techs are thoughts.
See, I don't go to the hospital like that at all, really.
Most of them are thoughts.
I mean,
and stuff. CCT, or PCT, whatever you call them. I could be one of those. I'm qualified as an EMT. I'm qualified to do that.
Make more money?
No, probably not. I'd rather be out in the street. I had my fair share of confrontations out in the street. Almost stabbed somebody with my scissors, but I would rather do that because I want to work. I want to work around those birds,
bro. It's crazy out there, especially Patterson.
I want to work around those birds in the hospital, bro.
I mean,
I worked around before. You know what one? Oh yeah, you know what one told me? She's like, oh, you a black, you looking for a black girl that actually goes to the gym and keep herself in shape? You better go find you a white bitch. This is why I say the things I say, because that needs to change. Y'all need to get your asses in the gym. And then y'all don't have to look.
I've seen a few.
Y'all don't have to look like Jade Cargill all look like Bianca Belair. If you know, you know
Bianca.
who they are.
Bianca look good.
You don't have to look like them or be built like them.
Bianca married.
Yeah, Montez Ford from the Street Profits is her husband.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't have to look like
Props
that.
to him.
You don't have to be like that all the time. She wrestles for business. She's a former athlete. So is Jay Cargill. Always been an athlete.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
and stuff. You don't have to be like that. Now, if you got a body like Bailey, you could come talk to me. You seen Bailey body, boy? Bailey got a fatty, man.
Bailey.
You haven't seen Bailey?
You know I've been watching wrestling like
Bailey always had the fatty. You know, people forget that. That's her regular name. Her name is Pamela Rose Martinez. She is a Hispanic girl. Bailey got backyard. I was like,
My boy.
I saw that from when she first started. I was like, damn, she's slim thick. But now that she's like in her early 30s, like I think she's 33. Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, she is. She got a little bit more curvy. I like it.
I
But
stopped-
yeah,
I
you
stopped
don't have to
watching
be
wrestling.
built. You don't have to be built like I said, Jay Cargill or Bianca Belair, who've been athletes all their lives. You gotta give it down. Put the fucking fork down.
Yeah, I don't want to.
For a sister to tell me that shit stuck with me for years. She told me that. Go find you. Why?
I mean.
Why should I?
I mean.
You wanna hold your own women to a high standard, and they don't even hold themselves to a high standard, but yet they want to talk about every time when they feel like they're inferior and they feel like somebody like a Michael B. Jordan or a Jonathan Majors choose a white chick over them and stuff. You want to talk
Can't
that
blame
shit.
them.
You gotta talk that shit, but meanwhile you got a blue wig on, looking like Trunks from Dragon Ball. You got contacts in your eyes. That's not your eye color. Some of y'all bleaching your skin. Then you're going to get other stuff done.
Yeah.
Like stop.
But you can't blame people like Michael B. Jordan or any of them.
They first
look
jumped
at all
on
the
him.
trauma that they was going through by their
And he
own
from
people.
Newark. Mike
Yes.
from over in Newark.
Yeah.
It was nothing but black women and Hispanic women around there, and y'all were calling him corny in high school.
Yep. So you can't blame him for
That
going where
needs
he's
to
appreciated.
that needs to stop.
And he basically did what he went where he was appreciated and not tolerated.
And for the sake, and
And that's he did that for the sake of his own mental health.
And for the sake of those going in high school right now, in grammar school, those you young black boys, y'all shouldn't have. Don't put up with this shit.
Should forget about it.
And I'm not saying go run and choose others. I'm saying don't put up this shit. You put your foot down and say, "Oh, I'm corny. All right, fine. Let's see how corny I am. What you think of me?
That's a big.
Stay on your purpose."
That was a big turn too when he confronted that one reporter.
Yeah, the corny one, right? He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm corny. The one that called me corny, right?
Yo, he came with the smoke. He came with the smoke. That came in bitter. You know, that's why you gotta watch what you do. You know, man. You know, things tend to come back to haunt you. You know, everything is like a ripple effect, man. What you do, it just, you know, it tends to eventually come back, man. So you got to be careful how you treat people. I think, what is it, Denzel Washington? I listen to him every so often.
Did you know that his wife, on their first date, he ran out of money and she paid for the cab? They've been together ever since. That's a woman that's actually into you. If she's willing to put that into you instead of criticizing you and call you broke and all this stuff, she don't believe in you. She don't respect you from the beginning. She, Pauletta, I believe his wife's name is, respect him, loved him, was interested in him. And this is what we was talking about earlier. If a woman is into you, she will understand. She will make time for you.
Yes. Shit, I'm going through that right now. You know, where it's like, excuses up on excuses.
Now,
Yes, sir. I
yeah,
got some gray hair.
welcome.
I got some gray hair.
Welcome.
You know, stress, life.
Ain't life, that's age, man.
Right. All
And
these
stress
stresses,
too.
You know, but yeah, I'm going through that now where, all I hear is excuses. Meanwhile, I'm, just patient. It's like, what can I do? Stress about it? Overthink it?
No, just actually let her keep making excuses and work on doing you.
That's it.
And work on doing someone else.
That's it. That's all I can do. You know. Okay, I gotta protect my mental health and, you know, just.
Yeah, because we don't enough. Like, we taught in this world to, you know, my sister.
I got hit with the bait and switch, basically.
Yep. He's been using that a lot because bait and switch is more than just relationships, though.
Yes, it is.
You know, even friendship.
Even work. You know, you could be told, you know, you're gonna get X amount of money, and then when you
It's happened to me.
start, you're like, here's a check. What the fuck?
But you know what? Speaking of, you know, my sister told me that really just broke my fucking heart. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. You know, you do for her, and then she'll do for you. I'm like, that's bullshit. When we got women out here today, you will do and do and do, and they will never be happy. And you gotta do more and more and more, and
until you willy yourself into
and then
nothing.
you like, oh, come on, let's be intimate. And she's like this. No. You done did. I did all this what, and then you fucking me like you like you a schoolgirl virgin. You better get the fuck out of here.
Yo, we gonna get blocked. We gonna get blocked.
No, we're not gonna get blocked.
I wear them glasses at.
You're not. It's the truth. How you did so demanding? Like, and I've seen this, and you see a lot of men. You see a lot of guys making content creation, reacting to a lot of these dumb bros on TikTok. This one's really female, like, you know, and stuff, and do this and stuff. And I need this to be done for me, but you know, I'm trying to find a guy. It's not all about, you know, that's not all about just wanting sex. And I'm like, you got a pie face.
At what age? How old is she?
She was like in her early 20s, and she wanted guys to do everything for her, and she wasn't that goddamn pretty in the first place.
How old are the guys that she was?
She was just talking about guys in general and stuff, and she's
age.
one of those type that she wanted guys to do everything for her, but she kept talking about how I just don't want it. I'm tired of meeting guys who only want sex, and I'm like,
at that
y'all
age,
in your early 20s. What the fuck you think?
At that age, guys, the only
she's
thing
trying.
they want is that.
But the example is she's already trying to move the goalpost already because she don't want to put effort in.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
She don't want to put the effort in. This is what they do. When they don't want to put effort in, they say this shit, or they don't want to compete. Sorry, ladies, you're gonna have to compete for men. There's more of y'all than it is us.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a fact.
And y'all have to get out of this unrealistic expectation you got.
And with today's statistics, I mean, shit, there's more. Y'all got more baggage than us.
And it's more.
Way more baggage.
And everybody is average gain earners for the most part.
A lot of times, guys are coming into a whole shitstorm of a relationship that you know that you don't even know. Damn, she got this, she got that, and then it's like some guys, they huff it. Some guys they're taken aback, and then it's just some guys are just like, you know what, we'll wing it. And then me personally,
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm not out, but I'm just telling it straight up. I'm not dealing with another man's responsibility.
I'm not.
You wanted a thug, all right, go get. Or she or he got a father. You want my phone? Here, call him. Tell him to come handle his responsibility. I'm not handling nobody's responsibility.
You just went to that point because I would say there's a lot of manipulation that they try.
Yeah.
A real man would do this.
Yeah, I'm not a real man.
A real man would do that. No, I bet you wouldn't even know what a real man was, bro, because there was no daddy around. Okay. Aw, I'm sorry.
Damn.
Shit, my father was a fucking drug addict, man. But I had positive male role models in my life.
I mean, shit, my
father
was an alcoholic.
So if you didn't have positive male role models in your life, you gotta blame the one parent that's there. Also, not just only, also. You gotta blame both of them.
I mean, you know,
BOFFUM, both of them.
Shit, you know, I just chalk it up to just life, man. You know, shit happens. They couldn't get together. You know, after a while, you get to a certain point where you've had experience. You know, you had your own self experiences where it's like You either date something. Remember, another thing that's gotta come into play is the fact that, you know, my time, your time, and then let's say our, you know, our you know, parents' time. It was a totally different time.
Yeah.
Totally different time. Totally different way of thinking. Totally different mindset. So it's like, you know, income us.
And the dollar went a long way.
What? Remember, my father used to be able to pay the bills and pay for everything with just his check, but he used to kill himself.
I know, but the dollar went a long way. Now
that's probably why he drank.
Everything is so expensive today, and
Way
I'm gonna tell you this now.
It should be illegal on how. It should be illegal.
It should.
On how expensive things are and the amount of things that people have to do in order to survive. It should like. It shouldn't even be like, you know how like when something international happens and I guess like the international police gets involved, it should be that police that should get involved with the United States and be like, yo, how do you expect somebody making $10 now? Because even if you make 15, let's say the minimum wage is 15,
yeah.
After taxes, you only making 10.
Technically, yeah.
So how are you gonna make ends meet with $10 an hour, and the rent is.
You know what they always want to tell you?
2,000.
They always tell you, well, go get an education and stuff like that. You know how expensive that shit is?
Is education free?
No.
All right then. But you know, leave it to the guys that go to Yale and Harvard and all these, you know, high-end schools to figure it out. You know why? They know what it is. It's just they like this is how the system is designed. If you ask me, the system is working exactly how it's supposed to work. Everything is correct.
All is correct.
Now, if you try to correct it into the mind where we're looking at it, where shit is fucked up. If you try to correct it, you'll mess up the design of the system, and that's why it'll never be fixed. It can't be fixed. Look, they just raised the minimum wage from what was it, like 8? Like the minimum wage was like 8, and then they was like, you know, well, like, let's bump it to 10, and then they was like, you know what? In the course of whatever years, it's gonna be 15. It's still broken. Because now the same people that were fighting for 15, they're gonna have to come back out in March and fight for either 20. You know what I mean? And then they're gonna be like, all right, they're gonna, you know, like another pandemic or something's gonna come up, and then 20 is just not gonna be enough. You know. So and you know, Elon Musk, he said something where
you mean apartheid, Elon? You know, he's from South Africa, and most of them down there fucking racist. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was saying that, you know, something that caught my attention, which, you know, eventually in the future, people are gonna have a universal income, like an allowance. Because think about it, they got the first McDonald's in Texas that's fully automated.
Yeah.
So what, you know, where yeah, that's jobs.
I know.
So where does that leave? Yeah.
Look at Walmart. That line, it's 20 items or less, but
look at all the tolls. There used to be people behind the toll. Now it's
you gotta
strictly
get your
Easy Pass.
And I had to get it. I got it for both my vehicles.
And then they were talking about Easy Pass charging people so much money that their cars would get repoed. They would get impounded. Now people got to pay $1,000.
That's why I have an automatic replenish connected to my bank account. I ain't trying to get caught up like that.
But how many people got it like you?
Just have direct deposit.
Yeah, but how many people have
Not
it?
Many. Not many. Some people don't even got bank accounts.
Yes.
I know that.
And I'm one of them. Because I don't like overdraft fees.
I know that, but
you know,
I have the what's that again? I have money being. Most of my stuff is not in my bank savings. My savings are in 2 different accounts that I've pulled and stuff. I only use my the checking, the deposit my check, and then I pull some of it into my stash account, into my Albert account also. I pull it there, and it's just something that build there, and I have like a smart portfolio. I use what I could because I got to pay most of my stuff. I got used to pay my bills, like my car note, my car insurance, my rent, stuff like that. So I have it worked out to a certain system and stuff. But as for these plans and stuff, yeah, you gotta have it on bank. You gotta have a bank account connected to it to avoid having secrets on charges put up on you because you didn't realize you ran out.
Yep.
They don't tell you run out until you get like this orange letter
you know,
weeks are late.
with the card I'm using, I mean, sometimes I wake up and it's like I'll have like $100, you know, the day before. I wake up like $59, and I'm just thinking to myself, I don't even know what it is, but it's probably a bill.
But think about that. Like we was just talking about how rent is ridiculously high. It should be illegal. I've seen certain places are starting to come back down to their senses.
People are literally working to just live.
Working to have a place to put their head at solely because they work so much. They have to go back out. They're not enjoying this place.
And there was a study that you know, people, in order for them to pay rent, save money, go on vacation,
you have to eat.
You have to at least have 2.5 jobs.
I know.
That's insane.
It is. I only got 2.
And then so
I only got the other half.
How many hours are in a week? I think it's like 166 or 180.
Yeah, if you take 24 and multiply by 7. Hey Google, what is 24 times 7?
24 times 7 is 168.
168. You was damn close. You was only off by 2. So imagine that. Let's say I spend 36 hours a week working at one job, and I spend another I do 2 shifts. That's another 24 hours at my other job. So that's 60 hours, right?
Well, yeah.
And then you have to factor in the fact that you have other things in your life to do. That's 60 hours. Yeah. Let's say I work 60 hours a week. I'm going to be sleep deprived because you have to factor in that travel time to get to work. You have to factor in that there's other things that you need to do.
Yes, sir.
There's other things, and a lot of people only working to be like to keep up with the Joneses. The rent is ridiculously high, and you know what? A bitch can say whatever the fuck she wants to say about where I live. Oh, you live in the basement area. You live in the studio. I don't care. I live because I understand there's something called boxing in your weight class.
Even if you do live wherever you live, at least you know that at least that's all that it takes for you to be happy.
Yeah.
Or comfortable. Shit, I could have a little seat and a cloth and a little TV. As long as I got some warm food and some internet, so I could, you know, that's it. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Well, it's just like I pay the internet.
This group since the last time I've been here.
And tell them, a lot of this stuff I built.
Jesus Christ.
I built a lot of these structures, with the exception of this desk and maybe these 2 shelves here, and that one over there. I built, and that IKEA one maybe. Some of these, that's IKEA. My sister gave it to me, but I bought the glass things for that. I built this figurine case, the one that's up here on his side of his shoulder right there, that I built behind you.
Oh, all right.
That right there. I built that because they used to be my desk for wood. My wooden desk. I cut it in half and built it into that and stained it.
So you started you started another side of collection right here.
Yeah, because I'm running out of space here.
Yeah.
That's all the G.I. Joe classified right there. That's unboxed. That I don't have space for. I'm gonna put into that. That's Masters of the Universe Revelation from the Netflix series. This is of course Transformers.
Yep.
This has and I told people I think on the live stream before. Transformers stick with me well because my late aunt Evelyn, she rented Transformers the movie. My own fucking mother wouldn't take me to go see Transformers the movie.
Oh shit.
But when it came out months later, my aunt Evelyn had me spend the night, and we watched, me and my cousin Omar, her eldest son, watched that movie. Omar, Bilal's older brother. Yeah. We watched that movie. Transformers has a special place in my heart because that's a memory that can induce a memory with my aunt. Right. My late aunt she was the glue. And when I think of how much of a Transformers fan I was, and my mother never bought me a Transformer toy either, y'all. So you look at me as a grown ass man. Look at me now. So there's a couple of things like why I do a collection and stuff.
Yeah, that's usually how I am with the nieces, man.
And these look much better than the toys that came out back in the day.
Really?
These look animated series accurate. The ones back in the day, they was functional. They looked silly. If you looked at
I heard they had lead
because of the painting, they look nothing like they did on the cartoons. These look like they were pulled out of animation and they could transform by hand. So I just waited for the toys to get better.
That was a long wait.
Hell yeah. And the articulation points, they don't make these for kids. Do you think a kid could transform Sludge into a robot?
Nah. They don't even have, they don't even have, like, that I know of.
They got kids training, but they got.
But it's not the same.
They simplistic.
It's not the same.
These, if I pulled out Hot Rod from the case right now and tried to transform him right now, it would take me time.
Oh, wow.
The one right there with the buzzsaw who turns to Rodimus Prime when he gets the Matrix.
Oh, he does.
That's him when he's normal.
Yeah.
But when he gets the Matrix to leadership, he grows bigger and becomes Rodimus Prime.
Oh, wow.
So to transform even Hot Rod is intricate. It's an intricate transforming process. That's why I know they're not for children.
Oh, wow. Let's take a break.
All right, man. But I think, you know what? We ran for an hour. Over an hour. I think this test pass, this one here, we can end it here. An hour's a good sweet spot right here and stuff. But
we're testing this out.
Let's test this out. I'm gonna review it and basically make sure everything's alright. And anybody who goes through this whole thing on YouTube, thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks.
A lot. Thank you so much. Anyway, it's your boy Fury and
HoundFox.
And we out.
We out, man.
Peace.